Pick that string cheese back up. Astro Wizard. Thank you, everybody. Welcome. This is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser. I am your host, Ultra Maximus. Fighting with utilities in the office. Get my volume adjustment in front of me here. Hang on a second here. So let's turn the volume down just a little tiny bit on the tapes. Still keeping it wild, keeping it good. How's everybody doing in the live chat tonight? Dang, we got a lot of people in the live chat tonight. Awesome. Good to see y'all here. So yeah, again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I am the Ultra Maximus, and this is my YouTube channel, and I want to thank each and every one of you for amazing things, such as 900 plus subscribers. We are on the way to 1,000, and I graciously appreciate that. Don't forget to take a look at this wonderful giveaway I got going on. And if you didn't know about this giveaway, you should check out the video that's on this channel with that little picture right there showing you little Ms. Rogue. And got to give a round of applause to Mr. Herd S. Eric for the updated gold logo. And as you guys can see, has been implemented line-wide across many different places, including my IG now. So make sure to look for the logo when you're tracking me. And then don't forget to track by my soundtrack people. That is White Bat Audio. They have provided us with some wonderful copyright-free music. Unless I have... Oh, I didn't accidentally close it. Oh, it's changing songs. That's what's going on. I'm like, why is it so quiet? So anyway, White Bat Audio, again, amazing stuff there. Make sure you do follow them. They are over on Spotify as well as YouTube, and as well got their own little website. And then, of course, you guys know that I shuffle a lot of books. I mean, let's be honest. You know, some of us have thousands of comics that we're sitting in. But look, I'm an old man. It's taken me a long time to get this way. But I tell you what takes a short amount of time is the amount of time it takes to sort your books. When you're using Comic Barricades, don't forget to use that code ULTRA for 10% off your order. And it is just such a great product, and if you don't know about it, you should really check it out. It's reinforcement for your boxes so your books don't fall over. I mean, how much more do you need? So also need to update you guys real quick, of course. Comic deal, I have not forgot about you. You got a package that's going to be coming out to you here soon with your Wanted Comics Nice House on the Lake. And then don't forget to check out the guys over at Wanted Comics. Oh my god, and if you didn't check out my Raw report, you can see some of the books I just got in my order. The vinyl #2 Master of Puppets cover is sick. And, you know, Gallagher is doing amazing things because the MFKZ cover that he also did is fantastic. So look, if you didn't watch this movie, it's a French movie. It's on Netflix. I recommend you go watch it, and then you will appreciate these comics even more once you do so. I promise. So, all right. What else does Ultra have up his sleeve for you this evening? So, all right, you guys know the deal. The deal is no super chat until 1,000 plus subscribers. So if you really want to forward that super chat, you can do so at paypal.me/ultramaximus. It's not required. It's much appreciated, but it is, again, not expected. But for those of you who have done so, I graciously appreciate it. Now, also, you want to make sure you are subscribed. If you're watching this video on the rewind, you want to leave me a comment below. Make sure you are clicking that like button. Make sure you are sharing the video. And make sure you've clicked that notification bell for notifications for when I go live on this channel, because I'll be dropping stuff. And then always the follows are appreciated. You can find me on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And if you go to the channel homepage here on Ultra Maximus, you click that right there in the bottom right hand corner on the third logo. You can see the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG links. So make sure you utilize those. Get at me, everybody. And I'm gonna tell you why it's important to utilize those links to get at me a little bit later. But everybody, let's get the show. Get this going. And Azores, my man, no worries. I'm gonna have to catch your show on the replay too. And congratulations to you and everything your squad got going on over there. I was trying to watch some content while I was prepping, so good job to you and everybody. If you don't follow Azores and the Spine Ticks crew and him over there right now on Team Nerd Herd, maybe y'all should do that. It's all good, man. It's all good. No worries, everybody. So let's get this thing cracking. So this is the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, and I thought I had done some other things, but you know what? We're going to open this thing with a Raw report tonight for August 18th, 2021. And the Raw report we're going to be talking about is going to be spoilerific. So, since it's spoilerific, let me spoil you a little bit with a little bit of me. There I am. What's up, everybody? Ultra Maximus in the house here. You made it, Luke. Thank you for joining. Of course, I'm the only one that is required to wear the tie this evening. None of you guys are required to break out the Italian silk. That's just something that I do here. It's something I choose to do on my channel for this show. But for the remainder of you guys, you can lamp it up at home, pantsless if you want to. But welcome to the chat matrix, everybody. So again, there's going to be some spoilerific things ahead. Make sure you are prepared. If you are not prepared for spoilers, well, I'm at least going to give you a little bit of kind of a warning what I'm going to be talking about next. Wednesday night comic book presser, the top story, the raw report of the evening is going to be the unpacking of the Teen Titans Season 3 opening 3-pack. So yes, at this time, if you feel that you do not want to be spoiled about the Teen Titans episodes that has come on your HBO Max / DC Universe, whatever subscription panel that you use it through, I have watched the opening 3 episodes, and we are going to discuss those opening 3 episodes here next. So make sure you are strapped in, and if you don't want, you can just put it on mute for a little bit. But man, we knew that they were going to be pushing the envelope like with this show from the start. Season 1 was lots of, craziness that happened there. So, but what we didn't know is that they were going to do like what they've actually done here. So we've got a lot of things that were blowing me away. Barbara Gordon in a wheelchair being commissioner. Commissioner Gordon is dead. Mr. Freeze killed Commissioner Gordon. So this is again, this ain't your daddy's Titans comic. The new Teen Titans that we all know from like the 80s and stuff like that. This ain't it. This has definitely got a little sprinkle of everything in there. Because we got Red Hood, we've got Connor Kent. So you guys, I'm telling you, this is good TV, but you have to be on a pay service because, of course, and shout out to the Ninth Wonder who just doing his cover draft earlier, and go follow him too. And you guys will see there's some featured channels on my channel that y'all need to be checking out. Ninth Wonders is one of them. He talks about, he was asking in his live chat tonight, like some of the things about why Titans is a good TV show, better than some of the MCU stuff. Because look, Marvel's going to keep it friendly. For the most part, almost all ages, just about all ages. Very little kids obviously can't watch Iron Man be blowing up and shooting people. I mean, I tried showing Iron Man to my 3-year-old, and I was fast forwarding through stuff because I was like, yeah, you don't need to be seeing this. You don't need to be seeing this. So, I mean, this right here is definitely like pushing the limits of what they're doing. But that's what HBO Max does. So, in my professional opinion, y'all need to go watch Season 3, but not until after you have watched this episode. But if you haven't watched Season 3 yet, you might want to just duck and hide for the next couple of minutes. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody. This is where they left us on the end of this episode, and episode 4 will start streaming, I believe, at about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So in about 4 hours, we'll be able to find out the fate of Hawk here, but does not look good because this is what happened to Hawk. Hawk had a bomb placed on him that counted down his heartbeats. And he, of course, has a hot girlfriend and Dove, and they kind of like, embraced each other and accelerated his heart and all that other kind of stuff. But you guys, the Twitter feed on this one is lit too. So if you're not following DC Titans on Max, it's a good Twitter to follow. Now, spoilerific, I probably am going to spoil this for you. It seems like the villain is going to be Blackfire. So Blackfire first appears here in the new Teen Titans number 22. So this is a book that's possibly a good potential flip for you guys. If people haven't been paying attention to what's going on with the castings and stuff like that, this is still a good book that you might be able to find and pick up. High grades, of course, being the 60-cent cover price. You're probably going to want the direct edition and the newsstand just to hedge your bets, because I think the prints sales totals are about 50-50. Now, however, Kenneth Rockeford, everybody, if you guys don't know about Kenneth Rockeford, right here, this is one of the Kenneth Rockeford covers from Red Hood and the Outlaws, and where I think they may be going in the show here with a little Red Hood, and if they introduce a Bizarro, Starfire, Red Hood, and Bizarro, or Starfire, well, Arsenal is in this one. There's many different, versions of Red Hood and the Outlaws. Red Hood Outlaw is eventually what it became, and we're going to talk about that here too, in just a second. So this is a little bit of goodness here for you guys with this going on. But here's the second print of Red Hood and the Outlaws, number 13, with the basically the first New 52 Blackfire, as far as I can tell. Maybe not. There might be some other ones everywhere, but everybody, I got a special treat for you. So before we get started on the presser tonight, and for all you guys that tuned in live, for all of you guys who are the diehards in the live chat, I got a little spec matrix for you. So since Titan Season 3 is all about Red Hood, I don't need to tell you about Batman 635, but I can tell you right now, this book has cooled off a lot. The news of Titans really has not had movement on DC books the way that Marvel books do. I don't know why that is. Is it because the people who are focused on it are not focused on DC spec as much as they are Marvel spec? So that means to tell me one of two things. They're either not interested, or they're buying the crap out of these books here too. So I wanted to present you guys with a very short but pretty sweet and kind of thorough spec matrix. So besides your Batman 635, your 638 and your 638 second prints are the two different kind of cool covers, right? So I mean, you actually see the reflection of Jason in the mask on that one, and then of course him holding it on the other cover. So this is those are good pickups if you can find them. 641 is the next cover that they share. There's mentions. Red Hood is mentioned is all, I mean, it's basically mentioned in basically almost every single issue, but this one right here, the bombastic battle, him going after Joker, kind of cool stuff, and just, again, good reads for a lot of people. These are the Batman books that are in my collection. You guys know I'm more so on the Marvel side of spec things, but I've been picking up Red Hood books, waiting for this moment. But the moment that I was hoping more so for was going to be, this translating to movie, like the Joker that was, quote, killed in the DCU, the Snyderverse, being Jason Todd, and having him Lazarus pitted back and coming back as the Red Hood and going after Jared Leto. That's like realistically where DC, if you're watching, Jim Lee and all you guys, that's where you need to head. And I'm sure, leave me a comment in the live chat, let me know what you think of that. And of course, if you're watching on the rewind, let me comment below and let me know what you think of that one too. However, another book that I really, really like is this one right here, because of course, Batman 25 with the jock cover, and then the Shane Davis, second printing. These are Red Hood keys. And as far as establishing Red Hood, when Red Hood and the Outlaws became basically Red Hood Outlaw, it kind of happened like right around here, but the Red Hood and the Outlaw number 25 variant covers, and some of the variant covers from this run, they're not huge orders, guys. These are some pretty sick books too. So Red Hood gets a redesign, and he stops using guns as of this book right here, which was Red Hood and the Outlaw number 26. And then he gets the crowbar and the sword. So, all these covers, these variant covers, were hitting at the time of release, but they've kind of cooled off since then. And then there's a Red Hood 33 by Pirillo. This thing is just one of the most ridiculous Red Hood covers out there. Pretty sick. 42, again, showcasing a little bit more of the sword side of, again, you guys crowbar with him too, though. But he's rocking a sword. And then this DC Black Label, of course, the three Jokers, the Red Hood variant from this one, is just a sick Red Hood cover. Now, I think this counts as kind of like outside of continuity, so I don't think that actually counts for a lot of people. But Red Hood number 52, very low ordered, very hard to come by, especially, in high grade, and that's a scan variant. So, shout out to Scan. Hold up, everybody. It's the presser, so actually, I placed my coffee too far away, but I got a big old Yeti of coffee this evening. And you might want to ask yourself, why would Ultra need a Yeti of coffee instead of his normal, 3-cup size? Maybe because it's going to be a longer show. But this right here, everybody, is the Red Hood book of Red Hoods. Wow, what more can I say about this one? Francesco Mattina on this one right here. This is one of his most well-known covers, and of course, because of the date of the book from 2010, not a lot of books, not a lot of these out there. Let's just be honest. This one is kind of on the low side. So this one has always been an expensive book, as far as I can remember. I want to give a shout out to Trey K and Impressible Defects days, because this one right here is, again, if you're, besides Batman 635, this is the #2 book to have in your Red Hood collection, in my humble opinion. And let me know what you think about that humble opinion by leaving me a comment below, everybody, after the video's over. I'd really like to engage in the conversation. Let me know what you think of the Titans. Let me know what you think of the Red Hood. And then Hip Hop's and me, good to see you in the live chat, man. Thanks for joining. All right, everybody. It's time to talk about this. So this was the honorable mention this week. Now, there are some other books out there that could have crept up on this one. Some lower ratio books that could have crept up on this one. But right now, let me tell you something. This 1 in 100 wasn't the only one that was putting in work for you guys, because we've got Joshua Swaby Sway giving us the Black Cat 1 in 100 incentive. Now, I think what downplays a little bit from this one being twice ratio at a 1 in 100 is the fact that they did release a 1 in 25 with trade dress, basically giving you 4 of those for every one of these that you got. If they had only had this as a 1 in 100, I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to incentivize you to buy more copies and having the pink Black Cat variant, but we're going to talk more about Black Cat when we get to her covers later, but we're going to look at all the other covers. But as you guys probably already have seen, you guys are movers and shakers, and this is probably going to be reported on a lot of lists, coming in the next couple of days, but I can't believe what this book is doing. All right, so our book of the week this week, everybody, is, of course, a 1 in 25 that is dethroned 2 1 in 100s by Tony Flex. Yeah, so this right here, so look, I don't know what to tell you guys other than Lucas talked about it on Drunken Chat. Phil from Comics Talk Weekly talked about it on Spine Ticks. I talked about it even though I failed to show you the cover art on the secret variant. And everybody else was probably showing you guys this, so you had ample opportunity to order before FOC. And free energy, I changed it before we went live. That's the reason why I had to push the stream back a little bit so I could alter some slides around. And because I'm checking sales, and someone popped off a $150 sale for this book today. All right. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys right now. Marvel is back to wet ink, so we're getting color rub on the back covers of a lot of books, and of course the back cover on this one is red, and it's going to show spine ticks. So not the good spine ticks on the YouTube channel, but the spine ticks that keep books from being 9.8. So good luck to you guys out there, and I definitely can say that I'm thankful that I got mine. If you check my IG, you saw I posted it while I was getting ready tonight, just to kind of drop a. I haven't dropped the Webhead Wednesday in forever. As you guys know, I'm usually ghost on Wednesday, so I didn't want to be a complete ghost. But let's get this show cracking, everybody. Let me know what you guys think of the Book of the Week selections, as well as the runner-up, as well as the honorable mention. Do you think, how they'll do long term? But let's take a crack at it. And cover lover, you've missed a. Hey man, back issue Joe binge, no problem there, man. But cover lover, you got a lot of show that you've already missed, man. We're 20 minutes in, and we're just now starting, so you might want to go back and check a spec matrix. All right, so Sumerian Man-Eaters of Zambula. So free energy on that. It also the worn covers, the color rub. It really all depends on how much of the print run is affected. If CGC sees a swath of them on the book, Thanos 13 1 in 25 is probably the perfect example of that. But anyway, let's talk about the new releases, everybody. So check out the new releases here. So if it's your first time watching the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, I will cover all of the new release books, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about some other things going on. And believe me, it's an action-packed show. You're going to want to share the link to at least 5 of your friends. We got a giveaway going at 1,000 subscribers, and if you don't know about that giveaway, I got a giveaway video that's going to outline that for you. So just stay tuned. I got a lot of things for you. But the Sumerian and the Man-Eaters of Zambula giving us lots of covers, giving us this wraparound, giving us this Daredevil swipe, which is fantastic. And for everybody keeping tabs on Ablaze, this is kind of what they do. So shout out to Ablaze for keeping it real with these. They're really doing good stuff. So yeah, we're going to talk about that what if too, don't worry. But the Sumerian Man-Eaters of Zambula is going to give you this 10 copy incentive, but this is again one of those situations where I think the trade dress is what makes it. So shout out to Ablaze for doing that, but I don't think you need to do a virgin on that one. But if you can do a virgin of the wraparound, this one looks amazing, and this is your 30 copy incentive. And for everybody reading, they're saying that these are the Conan stories that you really, really want. So amazing, right? Oh, well, okay, so I guess I only updated one of the slides. So here is your Terry Moore serial number 6. And that was the sketch of the A cover. So there's actually not a variant for that one. That one is what the A cover is supposed to look like, but there's a colorized version of that one. So we'll take a look at that one here in a second. FemForce number 193. All right. And that's it for these guys. And then Aftershock dropping Beyond the Breach number 2. God of Tremors one shot, cover A. God of Tremors cover B. 10 copy. Let's go round it out for Aftershock. Antarctic Press giving us a lot of books. What's going on with the Wolverine claws on the one side there? But they're kind of like not coming out of her knuckles, so like holding like little blade daggers or whatever. But Death by Life number 5, and then Exciting Comics number 13. And next we've got Gold Digger number 283. Out of Body Experience, not to be confused with Out of Body. Tether, Long, and Lonesome Road. That one was a one shot, and then we've got Valkyrie Saviors number 2 of 3, and Valkyrie Saviors number 2 of 3, the Volcanic Valkyrie Jesse Wickman variant. All right, so, and I'm grateful for all of you. Yeah, Out of Body Experience is pretty good, and I'm reading the Out of Body, so you know what? I'm going to wait for both of those series to end, unless I think that was issue 4. I have to check the Out of Body Experience issue 4. I think is going to be the final issue of that series, so I have to check that one out. But I missed issue 1, and that was that one that really jumped like $30-40, like right around release day too. Betty and Veronica from Archie giving us Jumbo Comics Digest number 296. And then we've got Artists, Writers, and Artisans dropping Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal, number 4. Moths, number 3. Mike Choi, everybody. So if you're not familiar, man, let me drop a random one for you that I know is a heater from him. X-23 Top Cow variant. So there's a mini spec matrix only for the listeners listening live, everybody. And Bad Idea dropping Hero Trade Passive Aggressive, a double dealing, double barreled one shot. Binge Book, and is actually a subsidiary of Sit Comics, and I had to kind of cut and clip in order to make their logo. Issue 0 was the first issue for $1 in shops the day it came out for OBE. Oh, nice. Thanks for that, Astro Wizard. That's awesome. So the Heroes Union, the Cosmic Crusade, Blue Juice Comics, and Bonnie from the Depths. Oh man, no! Don't even tell me. Don't even tell me anything happened to Shooter. I don't have my phone near me, man. My phone's in another room right now, so I'm not even able to look at that. I'm not able to look at breaking news. I got my show together, so please tell me, Cover Lover, if Jim Shooter did pass in the live chat. Just go ahead and leave me a comment, and if Jim Shooter did not pass, let me know. So Fantagraphics dropping Blubber number 6. Keen Spot. Return of the Walking Flu. Vaccine Edition. And then here is the Junior High Horrors. And then the cover C. Oh, they announced Secret Wars? Okay, yeah. Well we knew that was coming. Fellow faithfuls of the Wednesday Comic Book Presser will know that. Geek Out with Roscoe, good to see you. Ninjas and Robots now giving us this cover A. We've got cover B and cover C, which is the Horseman. Oh well, yeah. That's so Cover Lover, my man. I'm gonna give you a shout out here in just a minute. Ninjas and Robots number 9. There's your cover C, and they also drop this Angular number 9 cover, a 5-copy incentive, cover E by Rags Morales. All right, everybody. Next up, we've got Oni Press, which is dropping Jana and the Unpossible Monsters number 5. There's your cover A, and then here is your cover B by Dove. Red 5 Comics, The Box number 1. Hey, Geek Out with Roscoe. This is, like I said, I'm the only person who's required to wear the tie here. But, I met Jim Shooter at Defiant headquarters on a tour of Defiant headquarters when I was like 14. I actually got my art school instructor, who we were on a tour with there. I got him an interview at Defiant Comics because I had a copy of the comic that my art instructor did. And one of the so we were walking around there, and I'm pretty sure I got this book in here somewhere. Casey Pwcc, I think, was my art school teacher. So the deal was, like, I had my art school teacher's comic book with me while, I had a briefcase and we were going around, and I was getting, people to witness the signatures from all the Defiant people. It was like, oh, Jim Shooter, I got a bunch of Defiant books. Let's go support the company. And I took the books to class and stuff like that. I'd even taken the Plasm Zero out of the previews before they chopped it up into trading cards. Like, I know a lot of you guys know about that one, but did you guys know that originally Plasm Zero debuted inside previews way before it debuted in the trading cards? So Warriors of Plasm, man, that's a very intellectual book. So shout out to Jim Shooter and everything that he does. They still shot him an additional 10 racks. I mean, the dude is a G for sure, Cover Lover. So I shout out to all you guys out there who are seeing that comics are everywhere and they're fun, and I love hearing some of these stories. So, all right, everybody, so let's kick it up another notch here. So we're going through Scout Comics now, which gave you Broken Souls Ballad number 1, second printing today, and then we've got Sam and His Talking Gun number 4. That's gonna round it up for them. But everybody, so I went to one of my LCSs today. I only had time to go to one. I didn't have time to go to 2. So Stanley the Snowman hit shelves today. All right. So for all of you Scoot readers and you guys and appreciators of a couple of things, I want to let you know that there is indeed a VHS variant of this book of Stanley the Snowman. But not only that, are we going to break the internet? Ah, man. We're about to break the internet. And here you go, everybody. Oh, wait. There's another one. That's right. So here's the coloring book variant. Here is your Dr. Seuss variant cover, everybody. Now, I didn't get one of these myself, but you know what? We got 35 live listeners in the live chat, and somebody needs to make sure that Sith Lordly gets one. So if somebody else, somebody sends Sith Lordly one of the copies, if you buy it from the Scout web store, scoutcomics.com, you need to send one of those to Sith Lordly, and then hit me on a DM, and I'll get you a PayPal. Okay. I didn't have an opportunity to do so before I went live tonight, but that should happen. So there's your Dr. Seuss variant. That's your Scout Web Store exclusive. And then Unicorn #1 second print hit today. Again, I don't know if it hit before. I know it went on FOC a bunch, but it's really weird with Scout because sometimes if you're not a Scout satellite store, you might be a little delayed as far as that goes. But there you go, everybody. And I guess a few of you left. A few of you left to go by. Please come back. The Edge, cover A. And then here is the Edge, cover B, which is the Mark V Virgin. All right, so we're on to Titan Comics and Blade Runner Origins #5, cover A. This was wild looking. Cover B was also pretty wild looking. And Blade Runner, I want to read these. I really, really do, because I'm a big fan of the Ridley Scott original, and of course I just watched the sequel too. They're great movies, and of course if you know what happens like in the first one, it should still be available. Nate, thanks, buddy. Blade Runner, the mirrored FOC foil variant, looked the best on shelves today, I got to admit, but I still walked away from it. And then you got your Pride FOC variant. That was a FOC variant only available, I guess, if you were paying attention, because it was I did have it on the secret variant, so hopefully if you wanted that one, you were able to obtain it. Now, we had some people, I think it was Chad Cave, so shout out to Chad Cave if you are watching on a rewind. Here's your guy, Elric Dreaming City #1, cover A by Mignola, out today. And is it me, or is that Skeletor He-Man? And then here's Elric Dreaming City #1 with a really, really wicked looking cover, and check out that sword. So the sword is kind of like, from what I hear, very similar to what was going on with Barbaric, where he talks to his axe. But here's your Dreaming City #1, cover C. Then here's your cover D. And then here is your FOC variant with a little bit of red kryptonite, just enough red kryptonite to get it on my radar. Absolutely cool. All right, so Extraordinary #3, cover A. Extraordinary #3, cover B. And then we've got cover C. And then cover D, which was your Pride variant. And then we're on to Monday, Rivers of London #2, cover B. And for all of you, for you Nazi cover chasers, there you go. There's a Nazi cover for you to get. But this one is a Nazi werewolf, so I don't know if that complicates things. But there you go. And then here's that Nazi werewolf in the background, though, without the outrageous stuff. And here is your Pride FOC variant for that, rounding out the last of that. And then here we've got Tokyo Pop, Nightmare Before Christmas, Mirror Moon. And you should be checking out all the other Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I know it's been mentioned on some list shows and stuff like that, but the rest of these from Tokyo Pop, they're really under-ordered, and my wife's a fan. So shout out to the Mrs. Maximus, and thank you again for all you do, allowing me to get this show on for you guys. Because again, guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate all the likes and shares from you, because this is indeed a full-time job. Full-time. But Valiant has also got a full-time job of dropping some books for you here. And here's your Raza cover, and shout out to Mighty Mel V. And then here we go with your cover B by Michael Cho. But wait. Guess what? Here is your 1 in 20 incentive by Cho. So I didn't know that this was going to be their incentive. They just virginized it. So I thought they were just trolling people with like virginizing the artwork. I'm like, nope, that's actually it. But then here is your pre-order bundled by Christian Ward. I actually think the Ward cover should have been your incentive, and they should have just virginized the pre-ordered. But what do I know? I'm not a marketing expert, am I? And what's good, Dave Collects? Hollow Heart #6. And then here's your cover B. All right. Zenoscope, everybody. Here we go. So Bell Dragon Clan one-shot, giving us a cover A, a cover B, and a cover C. Here is Grim University, or Grim Universe Quarterly. I'm sorry, not University. Zodiac versus Death Force, cover A. There's your Chrome A cover, your B cover, And then your cover C. Yeah, they did. And that's actually what Valiant's claim to fame is. In the 1990s, Valiant not only killed their characters, but they stayed dead and they focused on writing, and they could, they could find better artists, but they were paying writers more than they were artists back then. And if you read Unity, it's a great story. If you read Rye is one of my favorite Valiant books. Something about just, cybernetically enhanced samurai, but the new one is good stuff. No, you did not miss Marvel, Dave Collects. You're good, man. We are just now starting with Boom, my dude. So you made it just in time for the premiere publishers. So Dark Blood #1 dropped a second print, and then Eat the Rich #1 of 5, cover A. And then here's your cover B, and then here is your cover C by Frisian. And then I think there's your 10 copy, right? It was your Del Duca. And then here is your 25 copy incentive by Frisian. Your 50 copy incentive foil. And then your unlockable. And this is the one that a lot of people were after. So this is crazy. So they're cannibals? Are they vampires? Fill me in what's going on with that one. Bizarre but good, huh? Well, bizarre but good works for a lot of people. Firefly, brand new verse, #6 of the 6-issue miniseries. So let me know what you guys thought about this one. Should I throw it in a read pile and read it? And then here is your cover B. And here is your 10 copy incentive by Franny, which was followed by this 25 copy virgin incentive of the Franny. And then your cover E was a virgin of your cover A as an unlockable, but they also did a cover F for the cover B. Virginized and made that one unlockable as well. And then here we are moving on to Power Rangers #10, cover A, and check out Saba right there. Okay, so he's a tiger, but he's not really a tiger apparently. He's a little bit more than that. This is some wicked stuff. Spiderholic Eddie V, good to see you in the chat, man. So I don't read this book religiously enough to really know what's going on there. But Power Rangers #10, cover B, has the legacy numbering for their original title, and this is issue #75. And then here is your Power Rangers #10, cover F, which is your FOC reveal. FOC reveal 10 copy. 10 copy incentive. 15 copy incentive. 25 copy incentive. Unlockable. And then we're on to Save Yourself #3 and cover A by Matthews. You cover B. The 10 copy incentive by Matthews is just a version of cover A, and this one is just a version of cover B as a 25 copy. So we're into Dark Horse now, and Dark Horse dropping Black Hammer Visions #7 of 8. Here is your cover B. Here is your cover C. Critical Role. Killer Queens #1 of 4, cover A. Here's your cover B. And then for you Bartel fans, there you go. So your cover C by Bartel. Probably, I don't know if it was the most looked after copy of this book, but it may very well be. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Rangers of the Divide, #4 of 4. And then we've got Savage Hearts #2 of a 5-issue miniseries. And then we've got Tales from Harrow County Fairfolk #2 of 4, cover A, cover B, and that's going to round it out for Dark Horse. So everybody knows what's up next. We're in the Dynamite, so it might take us just a little bit to get through this. We got a pretty big list of Dynamite books, but smash that like button. And if you are watching again on the Rewind, leave me a comment below. Let me know what books you've picked up so far of the Indies and Boom, and if you're picking up anything else from Dynamite on to Marvel. Oh yeah, good coffee, everybody. Good coffee, fresh pressed. Barbarella #2, cover A by Pirillo, cover B by Derek Chu, cover C, the Chrome appearance again. So Chrome appeared on one of those Zenoscope books earlier. And then here is your cover E cosplay. And then here is your black and white Chu 10 copy, the 20 copy, your 25 copy by Pirillo, the 30 copy black and white version by Chew, the 40 copy line art by Cohen, the 50 copy incentive by Cohen, and then, hey, wait, here's where the goods are. So what I'm noticing, and these things I believe are like $59.99 or something along those lines, and these are always usually delayed in release every now and then because of what they are. But the cover L, the limited version variants, are always some of the most expensive ones, but it's always the color artwork. So you get this one, you've got the Chew limited version, and then you've got the Cohen, and then this is your FOC bonus, your Chrome FOC 7 copy incentive version, and then your 11 copy, and then your 15 copy, and then your 21 copy, and that's going to round it out, I believe, for all the Barbarella. But we're still not done with Dynamite. Dynamite Lives cover A by Pirillo, cover B, cover C, D, cosplay, 10 copy, 20 copy, 25 copy, 30 copy, 40 copy, 50 copy Pirillo. And then here we go, everybody. The Pirillo limited version, the Soydom limited version, the Linsner limited version, and then the non-zombie edition virgin variant. I think this one is the FOC Elite edition, is what they've got it marked as. So, wow, that one was probably, required by a lot of people who Bruce Campbell has got a fan following that probably doesn't stop in the comic shops every now and then, but when they find out an Army of Darkness variant's out there with him crossing over with Brett Sonia, probably got on some people's radar. Dynamite Lives number 3, cover P, which is your FOC bonus. And then here is your premium. Then here's your 7 copy, your 11 copy. And then we're on to Elvira meets Vincent Price number 1, cover L, the Samu limited version. So this was supposed to come out last week in most places, ended up getting delayed in some spots for whatever reason. I think it's because it's just got a delayed release. But this one came out, cover M, your Royale limited version, and then the Acosta limited version. Sacred 6 number 12, cover A by Pirillo. And so if you got kids, the trade dress is barely hiding anything anyway, but the next ones without the trade dress look a little bit more like whoa. And RIP Black Rob, like whoa. Sacred 6 number 12, cover B. And then here is your cover C by Bermudez. So the B and the C cover, showing the team. Here's your Sacred 6 cover D. Another team shot. A huge Black Panther too. That thing's crazy. All right. 10 copy incentive virgin. 20 copy Bermudez virgin. 25 copy virgin. 30 copy Pirillo incentive black and white. 40 copy Pirillo black and white virgin. Pirillo limited virgin. Limited version, and then FOC premium variant, and then black and white FOC incentive version, and then another FOC incentive version. That's your 11 copy, and then your 21 copy, and that's going to round it out for them. But they said, oh wait, we got a few more. Vampirilla number 18, Pirillo CGC graded cover. We got a 19 graded cover, and then we got this one by Shannon Mayer, limited version. And then the Maestrazzo limited version from Vampirilla number 22. And don't worry, Batmite, you just got off work, no problem. You are now just tuning in to the end of the Dynamite list, so you are good. Vampirilla versus Purgatory number 1. Here's your Derek Chew CGC cover, and then the Ben Oliver CGC graded cover from Vengeance of Vampirilla number 15. Wicked, wicked, wicked. All right, so next up is IDW Entertainment. And they are, of course, dropping good stuff here. Let's see. IDW. So we had some people saying that they were IDW chasing earlier. And if you were IDW chasing, what did you get? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you picked up. I'd be interested to know. And anyway. So all good in the hood, everybody. And I want to point out Dave Collects has now been wrenched. So, Dave, hold it down for me, my man, if you could. I appreciate you tuning in just about every week, my man. So, figured you wouldn't mind. Just in case, just in case. I don't need anybody throwing down in the live chat while I'm deep in thought here, because I'm gonna get real deep on you guys here tonight. I promise. So let's get deep into this IDW list. So here's another book that that surprised a lot of people, because of course the Bradshaw cover, the incentive wasn't too terrible either, being virgin. Everybody's like, why is the 1 in 10 virgin but the 1 in 25 not? And I said, well, so there was this cover at the LCS today. I had it in hand for 25. I had the miles in hand, and I said, you know what? I mean, I know Campbell does good, but I already know that there's this 1 in 50 version of this one out there. So the 1 in 25 is not really on my radar. I didn't pick up Bermuda number 1, so I didn't want to spoil a Campbell fan at the store from being able to at least obtain one of those two. But that Bermuda 50 copy incentive, a lot of stores were charging as much as some of the 1 in 100s that were the honorable mention and runner up tonight. Think about that. They were charging that much for a 1 in 50. So we'll see long term what that book does. That book may be an absolute heater, may absolutely blow all 3 of the books that were on the Book of the Week list tonight out the water. But we'll see. Godzilla Monsters and Protectors number 5 of 5, cover A. And then we've got the cover B, photo cover. All right, Godzilla Monsters and Protectors number 5 of 5, cover C, 10 copy. And then we got the cover A by Francavilla. Cover B by Ariana Florian. It's a Dooku cover. All right, so not only is it a Dooku, it's Dooku and clones, Tales of Villainy. I mean, come on, this is a pretty wicked cover. And I got to be honest, some of these B covers, they're not really ordered heavily. I know a lot of stores that, you know, kind of, I do see in a lot of cases, a lot of A covers, like if they do order B covers at random, they'll stack them all together in the kids section, and most of the time, actually, you gotta go search the kids section for these, because sometimes they're even just salting the order and putting the 1 in 10 over in the kids section. So when that happens, and something fire happens in it, and Sith Lordly makes a post about it, you know, you should probably follow Sith Lordly and listen to him. So let's see here. Star Wars High Republic Adventures number 7, cover A. Cover B, which was your 10 copy incentive today. So the number 7 cover, or number 6 cover B from last issue was definitely a very, very big high point for you guys. So if there's anything going on in this issue, why don't you leave a comment below, let us know what's going on, and that's going to round it out for your IDW list. Now we're on to Image. Image is dropping us an Ascender. So you guys know what's really cool about this book. If you saw the B cover, this is actually Descender number 50, everybody. Ascender number 18, Descender number 50, whichever way you want to chalk it up. This, I believe, is going to be the conclusion. Maybe got a one-shot following up after it. If not, this is your close. If you read the entire Descender series, dude, this was one of those books that could do no wrong. Descender number 1 in any variant format would sell. The BAM variants were selling. So there's a lot of those books out there with different store variants of this Image title. So you guys should probably be on the lookout for those, and especially because that was picked up and it's going to be made into something. I don't know if it's going to be a Netflix series or something along those lines. Compass number 3 of 5 out there. Now, Department of Truth number 1, replacement 6 printing, cover A, and then of course you would have gotten your replacement incentive variant, which the store that I got to today got their replacement incentive variant. They're like, that was the cover A last time. I said, yeah, they switched them last time. So the barcode is going to mess people up on that one forever. Promise. Home number 5 of 5, and then number 5 cover B, and then Homesick Pilots number 8. Homesick Pilots number 8 cover B, and I used to have a Metal Zone pedal that resembled this one a little bit darker. Image is everything. Rob Liefeld, Levi's jeans. Hell yeah. That's right. 501 Blues, everybody. Don't ask me if I'm... that's the quickest way to get fired at Extreme Studios is to ask if Rob Liefeld has his fly button. True story. Jupiter's Legacy Requiem number 3 of 12. So, man, we got 9 more issues of that. Yeah, how do you guys feel about this one? Like, hardcore Mark Miller fans, let me know if you are still on board with Jupiter's Legacy. Like, if you still love it, even though you know it's not going to be made into another series. You know, the characters may actually show up in other Millerverse stuff, but they're not going to focus on these characters as far as I know. Unless they're not going to do a Jupiter's Legacy, and they're going to start focusing on the characters that are inside Jupiter's Legacy and make you know, offshoots. I don't know. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about that, because a lot of people are saying that the spec has died on this series specifically because of the news that Netflix has canceled it in the way that they did. Let me see here. I gotta make an adjustment. Messing stuff up, but that's what I do sometimes. All right, so yeah, Firefly 2021. Wow, that's cover lover, man. That's pretty brutal. So the Cursed of Maneaters, the Cursed, number 2, cover A, and then your cover B, and then Nocterra number 6, cover A. Here's your cover B by Lou Pacino. Cover C by Tony Daniel. And then, I had this in my hand earlier today, and I really hope nothing kind of key actually pops off in this book, but that Merca and Dolpho variant right there, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, get Nocterra now. Oh boy. So, yeah, man. Get Nocterra now is what he says, so we'll see. Radiant Black number 5, third printing 10 copy. And then Radiant Black number 7, cover A, cover B. 25 copy incentive. Second Chances number 1. Time Before Time number 4. Time Before Time number 4, cover B. Time Before Time number 4, 25 copy incentive. So man, that's a hard eat for some of you guys, huh? Let me know if Time Before Time's really cranking out anything really good, because I hear it's like time travel with kind of like saving people. And then here's this dude, in order to save his life, he's got to lose his leg. And Walking Dead 21 of the deluxe recolored. We're on to DC, everybody, so which means we're getting to the goods, but you know what? We haven't even scratched the surface of the awesomeness that is this show. You guys, we're going to be definitely going into tomorrow, at least on the Eastern time zone, maybe on the Central time zone too. King of the Golden State, my man. Look, the dress code is only for me, but I appreciate you pointing out that you like the tie. You know, the gray shirt and the tie definitely work well, and of course I got the gold tie chain too, kind of rocking. But Catwoman and Batman, Batman and Catwoman. I know you all put your lady first, but here Batman gets top billing. You got your 3 covers, right? All right, so yeah, Clown Hunter, Batman Secret Files, Clown Hunter number 1. Let me know what you guys think of that one, because I like this cover B. I really do. And I honestly was like, so wait, you're just going to make a black and white minimal trade dress and call it a 1 in 25 card stock? Yeah, I could pass on that one. Catwoman, number 34. And they snuck this book in my box because they figured I was probably going to buy it because I bought Catwoman previously. And I know I kind of affected their numbers, but man, as much as I kind of wanted this book, there was other books that I wanted instead. So I moved on to different pastures, but that Catwoman by Frisian is fire. Catwoman 34, of course, the cover C, the Suicide Squad movie cardstock variant. Good stuff there, too. This was something to behold. The Dark Knight's Death Metal #1 soundtrack spec edition, or the special edition, not the spec edition. So this is what happens, man, when you're all about the spec. Every time you see special shortened, you think spec. Yeah, you know, that Clown Hunter looks like a future dollar book is what King of the Golden State says, but man. So anyway, there's a deluxe edition with the 2 discs in this, but this was a limited order for a lot of stores, so make sure you guys are checking out that vinyl. And the Flash 773 cover A, Brandon Peterson. 773 cover B, Jorge Corona, cardstock variant. And then the cover C, which is your Qua Suicide Squad movie cardstock variant with everybody's favorite Hand. Legends of the Dark Knight cover A, but the cover B is why I fast forwarded. All right, you know, let me back up real quick. Let me back up. There's your cover A. Okay, Max Dunbar, not to disrespect your Broken Glass. It looks great. Artistically, my man, you drew an amazing cover. But Raphael Albuquerque steals the show, and this is the problem. This is the conundrum I bet a lot of fans have. So a lot of these people are basically either buying both covers from DC, or all 3 covers from DC because they're completionists, or they're buying one of their favorite art. Which would you buy? The 1 in 25 incentive, of course, not too shabby either. And of course, shout out to Lucas over there, Comic Crusaders and Drunken Chat, talking about these people that do appear in the book that may actually appear there on the cover. Let's see what's inside. Nice House on the Lake dropping a 2nd print. And then, of course, Nightwing 83 cover A. And then here is your 83 cover B, Max Dunbar cardstock. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Shazam! Cover B, not bad. Sandoval definitely pulls off, you know, that creature. Real good. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, #3 of the 8-issue miniseries. And then here is your cover B by David Mack. Superman and the Authority, #3 of the 4-issue miniseries. Bilbo Hauser in the house, man. Thanks for joining the live stream. Superman and the Authority, #3 of 4, cover A. And then here's this cover B, which is pretty cool because it's Manchester Black right there. And the Superman Red and Blue, #6, cover A. Yeah, good stuff there. And then here's your Delato doing a B cover. Never bad. And then Eastman giving us a C variant. Truth and Justice #7. This is a rare opportunity for a Zatanna cover. And are they trying to copy the Cosmo theme by having a dog in that suit there? Because that's what I see. But anyway, Truth and Justice #7, cover B by Yoon. Marvel, Black Cat #9. This Pepe Larraz cover hits. He dropped the Virgin on Twitter, like just the non-trade dress artwork on Twitter, and I shared it the second that stuff dropped because it was in previews without the trade dress on it, and I knew it was going to be a good book. But the more and more they have Ripley Ryan in here, the more it's coming, and yeah, man. Big Remo, shout out to you, man, and good luck to you. And if anybody finds a hit on a 1 in 25 miles variant for Big Remo, you know, make sure you drop him that link. Larraz is super underrated artist for sure. We cover a lot of him for sure. Dude, his X-Men work is, like I said, Pepe Larraz's wraparound cover for X-Men #1 was 1 in 100 incentive quality on the A cover. I don't think y'all know how easy Marvel gave it to you, that one. But this right here, Black Cat #9, and these Marvel NetEase Games variants, you guys know I've been all over these things, talking about visually, these are amazing, and they're selling out at places like Midtown, and Midtown's limiting them to 1 per person. The Black Cat #9, the Sway 1 in 25 incentive variant, of course. And then your 1 in 100 incentive Sway Virgin variant, which was just a fire-looking thing. And this one's kind of cool because you guys know, homage to a very classic drawing. I'm sorry, very classic painting. I should say that correctly. So if you're picking up Gamma Flight, that one's probably cool. But they did have a couple of open order variants, which was pretty cool. So there was that one, and then the connecting variant that you have. And then Guardians of the Galaxy number 17, The Last Annihilation, continues to go off. We're going to talk more about that book later. I think there was a missed opportunity for me to pick up one of these Baby Groot covers, of course, do hit. And then the Hidden Gem variant, 1 in 50. And I normally get the high ratio incentives at my LCS, but they did not order 50 copies to get this one. Iron Man number 11, and... yeah, man. I don't know, cover lover. We'll see. I got that Disney Plus access, so I might just blip watch it from home. Iron Man number 11, and then the NetEase Marvel Games variant today as well. Marvel Duel, everybody, and then this was a cool read. We're going to talk about this one a little bit more too. Kang the Conqueror number 1 of 5, and of course that is the younger version of Kang himself. So before this came out, I was like, man, I wonder, is that Black Bolt's son? Like, what were they doing? But no, they went straight for an older version of Kang himself. And then we get a bunch of throwbacks in this book. But not only do we get a bunch of throwbacks in the book, the covers that they dropped for this with the Stormbreakers variants. So let's just go through them right here. Natasha Bustos, Juan Cabal, and then Carnero Stormbreakers variant. This one, Rama Tut. Right, Kasara Stormbreakers, the Aban Coelho, the Patrick Gleason, the Peach Momoko. Shout out to Dave Collects. Todd Nauk Headshot variant, the Silva Stormbreakers. This one's pretty cool. I really like this because he's showing he's a Grandmaster. He's another time bender. I really think that Jeff Goldblum, we have not seen the last of him. And I just hope that since the Collector might be killed, you never know. Like, are they going to give us the Contender, which is the Collector's brother, which is Voyager's dad? And of course, that Voyager, that whole Avengers, no surrender area, what I'm saying? That's like an untapped potential. And then of course, Kang the Conqueror, showing the world conquered. The world is yours. Whose world is it? The world is yours. The world is yours. It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And it's Stegman's world right here, with this 1 in 50 incentive from Stegman. So what I like about this thing is, this thing unfortunately wasn't going to make the top books of the week because there's so many Stormbreakers variants that this one right here for a 1 in 50 is selling under ratio. And there, yeah, we're on to the backup drink, everybody. Marauders number 23. Interesting books. One of the most interesting books today, I thought, too. I personally read it. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But they did have this one variant cover, and unfortunately, there was only 2 beat-up copies at my LCS, so I wasn't able to grab that one. And then the talk of the town, Infinite Destinies, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Annual. There's your connecting variant. Here is your regular cover. So your regular cover shows some stuff going on here. Amulet, this is one of those books, everybody, that I think a lot of people might have, despite the constant repetition on FOC shows and stuff, but they slept on it. And let me tell you something: people slept on this Miles Morales variant this morning. You got to wake up really, really early and get to the store and wait in line. Behind me, I get first crack at the variants because my store likes me, and I got my stores take care of me around here, so I try to reciprocate by spending money. But this right here, everybody, Tony Flex, absolutely just murked it on this one. And the guts, we're going to talk about the guts a little bit later. I am blown away with this Moon Knight. Moon Knight number 2, the Momoko variant, also a good open order book. And then, of course, the Marvel Duel variant. And I said at FOC time, like, if they translated this to a live action, this is more believable than a lot of other things. But I like the idea of him having, you know, powers, you know, kind of and his costume kind of looking like mummified wraps. So, but this is really, really cool too, having him out there and armored, and it's very believable looking, you know. But here you go, everybody, the David Finch 125 incentive, and then you had this Hidden Gem by Romita Sr. Sinister War, number 3 of 4. The Sinister War Bagley. The Handbook variant, which has Kraven the Hunter. And then the Varegi 1 in... Oh, wait, that's actually an open order variant. Here is your Gomez 1 in 25 incentive variant cover with White Rabbit. So... White Rabbit being talked about a lot lately too. This one again was just one of those books on the shelf. Did you guys pick it up for the White Rabbit cover? Leave a comment below. Spider-Man number 14. So this is where it's a tough dilemma, right? Spider-Man number 14. But why don't you just make all of the A covers? You know, the A cover month. You know, Nettie's covers instead of just doing a B cover for these, because all of these covers, in most cases, kill their A cover counterpart. But which would you rather have if you had $4.99 and they were both on the shelf, right? That's probably the reason why this one sold out first. So Nettie's again, Marvel Dual Games variant, killing it. Star Wars 16, War of the Bounty Hunters, and then here is I wonder, is this a showdown with Darth Vader and Luke with the yellow lightsaber? Because that would be very interesting. Star Wars number 16, the Nakayama wanted poster variant, looking like fire on the shelf today, of course. And then, of course, we got Star Wars number 16, Lucasfilm. And then here is your 1 in 25. Oh, actually, that's actually the cover I got today. Huh. Neato. This is a cool A cover, right? Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 3. Here's your Boba Fett, your wanted poster variant with the Boba Fett wanted poster. And then, of course, the one that I picked up, JTC action figure variant. And then your 1 in 25 incentive with your IG-88. And then your 1 in 50, which, sorry guys, not really talked about a whole lot, you know, but we'll see what happens long term with a Dr. Aphra Boba Fett cover team up. Pretty interesting. The Marvels number 4, and the Smallwood variant for this one is pretty dope. And I talked about this on FOC. Doc Strange using all of his powers to go over things, and the world's falling apart outside, and he's shaving and getting on and doing his coffee, and he's putting his shoes on, so he's getting ready to go to work. So Smallwood variant, good looking stuff. Warhammer 40K Sisters Battle number 1. Then here is your Games Workshop variant. I remember this Games Workshop book from way back in the day. And then here is your Salazar design variant. So this is, of course, the sequel to the previous Warhammer 40K book. If you are reading it, leave me a comment below. Let me know what's up with it, if I should check it out. Now this, Way of X number 5, your variant cover, your Inyuk Lee, your Asian Voices Open Order variant, and of course you guys know they did this Virginized variant. So this was your 1 in 50 incentive, and that, my friends, is where we lead into the last couple of books on this list. X-Core number 4, David Aja variant, killed it. Lopez variant, killed it. And then the final book on the release list this evening is the X-Men Trial of Magneto number 1. A very heated book through and through. Cover A, not too shabby. Art Germ on the cover B, but of course you guys know that there's a very high ratio incentive for that one. Mark Brooks on the variant cover. I'm glad that this was not a store exclusive, and actually this should have been, they should have had a version of that. Let's just be honest. So the Momoko variant. And and then the Todd Nauk headshot variant. Here we go, everybody. So John Romita Jr. variant cover. Elizabeth Torque, everybody. Amazing. So here's what I'm seeing, everybody. It's got her like House of M kind of thing going on down there. Yeah, so very interesting stuff going on. And then here is your Trial of Magneto, #1, the David Finch spoiler variant. And then here is, I don't know why they called that one a spoiler variant. I don't think it spoiled anything. We knew that Vision was going to probably be there. I know, right? Torque is amazing stuff, right? So here is the hidden gem variant that I did not find for cover price at my LCS. But if you were one of those lucky SOBs that was able to do so, and they snuck it past you, leave me a comment below. And then, of course, the Trial of Magneto Art Germ 1 in 100, everybody. And yeah, you know, I don't know how much he's getting paid for all those headshot covers, but he's doing a ton of them. All right, everybody. So yes, I may have opened this show with a speculation matrix just dropping for you, but you know what? We're gonna enter right back into it. So let's get into some things. We got some news to talk about here, and this is your Raw Report update. So what if episode 2? This is where we're going to start this one off, everybody. So as you know, because of the nature of spoilers and how deep they are, I'm going to give you guys a minute to check out, and I'm not going to be sad if you do. I appreciate you guys watching, but I don't want to spoil it if you're going to go check out and watch What If. It's definitely worth watching, but I'm going to go ahead and just talk about some things because yeah, episode 2 is available to watch, Figure Drawing. So Figure Drawing, I'm going to give you an opportunity to go check it out. It's 29 minutes, I think, so it's just about 30 minutes. Hey, King of the Golden State, come back in about 10, and you should be spoiler-free on this one. But we're going to get into some comic book news after that, but this is what we got. So I'll check you guys in a little bit. Whew. It's really, really hard to not talk about these, so just go ahead. Some things we already knew that What If episode 2, what it was going to be about, and I'm gonna start off with just saying at the forefront, R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, who was able to reprise his role as the voice of T'Challa in this episode. So I'm not going to spoil a whole lot of this episode, but there is going to be some things I need to get some jokes out here. So here we go, everybody. So let's kick it. So we see T'Challa become Star-Lord. And 8 minutes in, we've got Yondu reprising his role. And it's actually Michael Rooker doing the voices and stuff. So it's really wicked. And so they're at a bar. And this is already after they've already obtained the Power Stone. So let me back it up a slide here real quick. So Korath, the Pursuer, has now joined them. So these are the Ravagers, right? The Ravagers ranks keep growing with new characters. So it is, you know, it really, really was good to hear Chadwick's voice. It really, really was. So this is going to go down as probably one of the most watched episodes of What If, just because of Chadwick Boseman's performance. And if he doesn't, if there is any kind of award for, this is one of those things. If there's any kind of award for him doing a voice-only performance, I think we should flood every possible place to get him an award for this performance, so that this way Chadwick Boseman's final, you know, Marvel performance does get an award of some notoriety. And I'm not real big on like Hollywood and the politics out of Hollywood and the awards shows and stuff like that, because we all know how, you know, they like to get very, you know, iffy. What if? But anyway, this is an amazing setup. So not only does Korath join them, and he's sitting here and he's like, oh, so what do you guys, how did you guys do these things? And to the very, very far left, all the way on the left, it's actually Taserface. Oh, and then here we see it. Thanos has joined the Ravagers at the behest of T'Challa, who talked to the Mad Titan and told him, and this is Josh Brolin also, you know, reprising his role. But this is good guy Thanos, but he's not really good guy. Although I still assert my plan was not without its merits, and everybody likes to remind him, pretty sure it's just genocide, big guy. And this was, I kid you not, this was just an ongoing joke throughout the whole show. But this episode, without giving away a lot of things that are happening in it, there are some other takeaways that were really, really cool. For one, that's Nebula. Long blonde hair, Nebula. I don't know where they got the hair design for her or how they planned this one out, but this is definitely one of the most interesting designs of Nebula that I've seen in a while. But Collector, Yondu, of course, being returned to life, and yeah, there again. There's Hot Nebula, everybody. So again, without spoilering a whole bunch more, we're going to move on to other news here. He likes to talk about this, obviously, in a lot of places, and there you see Cosmo, and you hear, my friend, that sounds an awful lot like genocide. So leave me a genocidal joke below and let me know what you thought of What If Episode 2, and go and watch it. So make sure you do go and watch it. All right, let's get into some comic book. Oh, actually, wait. No, we've got other news to talk about. So this is big news, and this was... So I'm going to read the headline. PWCC banned from eBay for shilling, and it may not actually be permanent banning, but PWCC is a graded card seller. Moonlit Comics, thank you for joining by us. Right, so this right here, this is crazy. So if you guys didn't hear what actually went down, eBay pulls the biggest trading card seller, citing shill bidding. PWCC responds. So shout out to Ben Stein, who dropped this in one of our private chats, where he was like talking about this yesterday. And then of course Comic News Weekly on Simple Man's Comics talked about this last night. This is huge, everybody. This is, you know, what a lot of people have always suspected was going on, and a lot of the other things. And we're not talking about comics, we're talking about trading cards, but this may have ripples that will eventually, you know, touch the comic book market. But basically, here's what went down. As one of the world's largest marketplaces, eBay has policies in place to protect our buyers and sellers. eBay was founded on trust, and we work every day to ensure a fair and positive experience for the entire eBay community. Recently, it was determined that individuals associated with a trading card seller, PWCC, have engaged in shill bidding, which is prohibited by eBay. As a result, eBay has restricted PWCC selling privileges and listings effective today. All right, so that's where it started. So that was yesterday that this was shared, and then they were talking about them suspending it and stuff like that. And then here was the proof. So please grab the high bid on the DiMaggio. It looks much too like you're just pumping the auction, and I've had a few people complain. You'll be outbid. I'm bidding 1K increments like you asked previously. Cancel my bids if there's a problem. I'm not doing anything 10 other people don't do. Yeah, so whatever's going on there is obviously not even really good stuff. So not good for them, but this is PWCC's response. The PWCC in a statement said its executives were shocked to hear of the accusations presented by eBay, that eBay allegedly never presented them with such evidence, and that PWCC's knowledge its employees have never engaged in any behavior that violates eBay's agreements and policies. The statement noted that while PWCC is a partner, its employees do not have access to eBay's bidding records or information. So this is where it gets really crazy. So while eBay said their selling privileges would be restricted, customer service representatives for both companies suggested it was the end of the partnership for now, and that all listings would come down in the next day or two. But as of 3 p.m. today, or now yesterday, 18 minutes ago, PWCC still had 17,879 live auctions available for bid. So this is cray when it comes to shilling, and as you guys know, there's a lot of ramifications that are probably going to be coming down. And if eBay's really cracking down on it, good for them, because that's definitely showing that they're serious about the market. Now, got to give a shout out to Adam Lebednik for putting me onto this, and it sent me down a rabbit hole, everybody. We knew it was coming. We absolutely knew this was going to happen sooner or later. The crypto market was eventually going to make this come to fruition. But NFT Marvel comics are going to debut tomorrow. The first ever Marvel digital comic collectibles arrive on Vive, the all new way to collect classic Marvel comics. And this is directly from Marvel.com. So this is so crazy, everybody. So this is how it starts. They're going to give you 3 books. Marvel Comics #1, Journey into Mystery, Fantastic Four #1. Or it's Journey into Mystery 85, I'm sorry. So these are big Marvel keys, and they are going to limit them to 50 and 60,000 digital downloads or on the blockchain, just like, secured blockchain like cryptocurrency. Yeah, it's yours forever on the blockchain unless you decide to sell. And this is going to create a market that is going to go crazy. So here we go, everybody. Let me show you exactly how they're going to break this one down. So each digital comic book will have 5 versions of rarity. Common, uncommon, the rare, ultra rare, and then the secret rare. So, yeah, cover lover. This is a little bit more intense, if you ask me. So we have the opportunity to buy a Marvel Comics #1 is really out of reach for a lot of us. So what they're going to do is they're going to give you, here is your True Believer, the secret rare variant. I believe they said this one's going to be 600. So the secret rare 600 copy variant cover, all the way on the right. The Vibranium edition is going to be the one, I think that's all silver. And then they're going to have the rare, the hero, and the classic. So guys, this is tomorrow. This is when this stuff goes on sale. So that's Marvel Comics #1 goes on sale tomorrow, and then I think Journey into Mystery goes on sale on Friday, and then Fantastic Four on Saturday. So I think Journey into Mystery, one of the books was 50,000, the other 2 were 60,000. So this does change the game a little bit. But here's your True Believer variants, everybody. So secret rare, 500 to 600 of them on the blockchain. What's that going to do for the aftermarket? I mean, do we have $1 million books here? The buy-in is $6.99. $6.99. So it's going to be crazy to see how the NFTs actually play out. Whew. Are you guys loading up your PayPals? Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about those NFT books. No, 50,000 copies, Moonlit, not $50,000, thankfully. So you have to buy them through that one app, and that's the only way to get them. So good luck to everybody going to get it, and that's going to be crazy. And then now I got to give a shout out to one of the feature channels on my channel here, Captain America 4. Newbie Comics said it was not going to happen last night, and then of course we were inundated today with multiple news sources today just dropping bombs saying, oh, nope, it's happening. So apparently Anthony Mackie closes a deal to star in Disney Marvel's Captain America #4 film. So is it going to be our all new, all different Avengers that we're going to see in the 4th Captain America film with Anthony Mackie? What's going to go on? Are we going to get to see anything else? I mean, this is just going to open up the spec floodgates. People are going to start making accusations. Mephisto is going to be rumored to show up again. We're going to get Wolverine and Madripoor fighting Omega Red, with Mephisto kind of placing bets with Doctor Doom and Kang. So everybody get ready and buckle up, because the specs are about to start flying again. Interesting to see, because how long was he Captain America for? There's only so many stories that they have with him as Cap. So we really got to buckle in and see where they're going to be taking it. And especially if they are going to Secret Wars, this is going to be nutsola. So going to look forward to seeing that one. Now here is where I will ask you guys this. If you guys see a newsworthy post on Twitter tag me at Ultra Maximus X. And you can find me on Twitter, of course, and follow me there as well. And then, of course, if you are on Instagram or Facebook, if you see a sick IG post, if you see a sick Facebook post, tag me that you won Ultra Maximus. And let's get some good newsworthy reports on here. So, guys, again, we haven't even scratched the surface of this show. We are still deep in the spec matrix, and I haven't even begun to give you goods. Oh, and someone shoot King of the Golden State an IG message, let him know it's safe to come back now. We're not going to be spoiling that stuff, unless he is watching What If Episode 2 right now. And if he's watching What If Episode 2, yeah, you know, it is what it is. All right, everybody, in the read pile today, I had way more books than I can possibly make slides on, but I'm going to talk about a few. This is going to be the first one we're going to talk about. So, The end of this book. I'm not even going to talk about the first appearance that happens in this book, because there's a first appearance that happens in that book. I talk about it on my IG. So if you don't follow me on IG, maybe you should go to the channel homepage, click that little IG button, and go ahead and request me to, request to follow me. I'll approve you so you can see it, and talk about the name of the person who first appears in it and everything. And he's immortal, so he'll probably be around for a while. But this is where it goes crazy. So as you guys know, over in Black Cat, they're setting up that infinite, the Infinite Destiny storyline's going on, and then it's the Infinity Heist, I believe is what they're calling it. So we all want to know, how did Ripley Ryan wind up in that box? So here we have Nighthawk with Nick Fury dressed up as Falcon. So I don't know what's going on here, but Nick Fury is in the Falcon suit, so he's got himself a wingsuit. So we see Nighthawk basically corner Ripley, and then we see Nick Fury basically take her out. But then Nick Fury says, oh, wait a minute. He comes down here and he takes out Nighthawk. What in the hell is going on here? This is why this Infinite Destiny stuff is about to reach its climax. I do believe the final issue is this Avengers Annual #1. So if you guys have tracked in previous episodes of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser, you have seen what I pieced together. So we've got Prince of Power as the Power Stone, we got Ripley Ryan as the Reality Stone, we've got Overtime as the Time Stone, and then we've got I think his name is Vulcan, or crap, I can't even remember his name. Quantum, yeah, it's Quantum as the Space Stone from Miles Morales #7. So they killed Batman. Yeah, because they got a better Batman at Marvel. It's Marvel's Ghostmaker now, so they didn't need to have a Batman look-alike, so they could go ahead and just kill off. Fuck. Oh, that's so bad. But shout out to you, Free Energy, for that comment. So, a reminder for the part of the series that I did not show you tonight, there was a story that had this dude return. So he's only popped up in the Magnificent Ms. Marvel a couple of times, and now in the Infinite Destinies annual for Miles Morales. So right there you go. I hope you guys are able to locate that 1 in 25 Tony Fleeks or Flex. I thought it was Flex, like instead of the EE. It's an X. But Dormammu is in control, everybody. And there is no repeat of Doctor Strange going, Dormammu, I've come to bargain, to put him and troll him into oblivion. And still on the lookout. I got to ask my wife if she can help me cosplay as Star-Lord, because that jacket, the pants, the boots, I can pull all those off. I can hide a little bit of my Lebowski Thor body. With the mask, I can hide a little bit of my beard. The jacket is just amazing. So, yeah, if anybody sees that jacket, let me know. But this was pretty cool. And, I can relate to Peter Quill just a little bit. Just a little bit. He's like, Pete, come on, man. The Three Musketeers. He's like, Rich, I'm sorry. It's not you. Okay? It's cosmic awareness, man. Peter Quill is on some other stuff, everybody, and it's not Joe Rogan's favorite DMT. So Dormammu is in control, and he has taken over the Chitauri homeworld. And as you know, the Chitauri are very, very impressionable people. And with them being very, very impressionable people, Dormammu's control is not really slowing down the last Annihilation wave. So Chitauri Prime makes an appearance in this book, and of course Nova #5 from, I believe, I can't remember which volume this one was, but this is, I think, the second or third Sam Alexander volume. But this is where the first appearance of Chitauri Prime happens, and it happens again in that Nova, and then this goes down. So we get Nova. This is Richard Rider actually asking Wendell Vaughn Quasar. He goes, about how Galactus and Ego were in this cosmic team, the Eternity Watch. He goes, yeah, and he gave Ego this special power boost. Oh yeah, I see how Ego with Galactus powers could be a worry right now, but that's not that. The way I heard it, It's his planet head stayed the same size, but he grew his whole massive body under it. That was something he needed the Galactus boost to do. He couldn't do it now, though, because Galactus is dead, thanks to Thor, but Dormammu has taken over Ego and has grown a body the same way he did back in the Eternity Watch, and that happened in their first appearance back here in the Ultimates 2, number 8. So if you're checking or specking on that first appearance of that altered Ego, that's where you'll find it. And then come with me, and we're going to join the Marauders, and there's our girl Tempo on the cover of this Russell Darterman A cover. And then, of course, a lot of wild things going down in this book. But you know what? Of all the wild things that happened in this book, knock, knock, new team, who dis? And then here we have Emma Frost. Emma Frost decided that she was just going to go out in gym shorts and them thick thighs and some stilettos with, you know, whatever that is wrapping around them. And, you know, she honest to God makes it work, but it looks like it's a little bit more like off blue than it is than it is white. So I don't know if she's checking for that. But Tempo's got it right. She says this all seems sus, because it does all seem sus. Because if you read the issue, basically somebody's been embezzling a lot of the drugs from the Marauders, and of course the Marauder is out of commission right now. But yep. So if you guys are looking at Tempo going, I know that character from somewhere, well, you for sure do. Her first appearance was back when she was part of the Mutant Liberation Front back in New Mutants number 86. Then we get Jumbo Carnation, who also joins the team, and this is, of course, his first appearance, which you should already have, because not only is it a Red Kryptonite Phoenix cover that everybody should own, it is also the first appearance of Quentin Quire, and also this man right here, Jumbo Carnation. Again, new X-Men number 134 should already be deep in your X-Men spec list and on your radar. Oh, man. Now, I'm not going to spoil too much of this for you guys, because, again, I want people to read this one, because this is really, really good. Because what we actually have here is Kang trying to shortcut his origin. Basically, he goes back, and instead of letting the Doombot almost kill him, he stops it from happening. So, Kang basically tries to show a younger version of himself how to become Kang sooner, and basically tries to improve and circumvent the system. I'm not going to tell you what all goes down in here, because some of this is very spoilerific and is definitely going to have a lot of things going on when it comes back to Loki season 2. So I want to leave some of those spoilerific surprises for you guys, but you definitely want to be reading this one at a bare minimum. And with all the Stormbreakers covers, you should have no problem picking this one up. So, he takes him back to a prehistoric era after showing him something that basically Kang shows himself his weakness, and they try to eliminate it. So, really good read. I highly recommend it. And that is going to round it out for the reads. Now we are on to the Raw Report Versus section, everybody, where last week I asked you a question. Of these two books, which would you rather have? And some of you guys left a comment. It was really like a lot of you guys were 50-50 in the live chat last week. But I'd really like to know what you guys think this week. After knowing everything you've seen, after knowing what goes down in the Black Cat book, if you did read the Black Cat book, which of these two would you be taking home if you saw them on the shelf? Because they were both about the same price in most retailers today. So we'll have to see. All right, so... Yes, Glenn, I talked about the Old Man Star-Lord podcast. I'm going to have to... I've been waiting for it to get, nice and packed so I can go through it. I'll have to go back and revisit that one. So, here's your variant battle for next week, everybody. Let me know what you think of these in the comments below or in the live chat. We've got a 1 in 25 battle. So, I didn't want to go too crazy with the high ratio incentives again because, let's just be honest. Marvel's putting out 1 in 50s and 1 in 100s like no tomorrow. Here is the contest for next week. So on the cover of Alien number 6, the 1 in 25 variant, That is, I believe, the first cover appearance of a new female humanoid alien. So wicked stuff going on there. And I think she's actually above the alpha. I think she's like the gamma or something like that. Or who knows? Well, I'm not reading the Alien series, but if you are, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of that one. But that right side, I mean, it's basically the battle of the alien covers, because it's an alien symbiote costume versus an alien xenomorph. So Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads number 2, of course, is the throwback homage to Peter Parker number 101 from the Volume 1 Spectacular Spider-Man run. Cover Lover says he still thinks Felicia Hardy looks like she fell skateboarding on that cover, sir. Yeah. And Eric Hurd is right. Eric Hurd pushing for Black Cat to come to the MCU, and unfortunately with the Sony keeping the rights to that one right now, it's the only thing keeping her from being that huge breakout character, in my opinion. So everybody give a push for Disney to buy the last Infinity Stone, which is the Spider-Man properties back from Disney, or from Sony. All right, everybody. So that means we are at the end, but we are not at the end of the show by any means. We're just at the end of the news. So let's get into some things. Let's talk about the heat of this week. So of all the books that came out this week, there's some books that I'm going to regard as heat. They pique people's interests. The Sumerian, of course, the cover D, which is the trade dress, and then, of course, the 10 copy incentive were on a lot of people's radar. The 20 copy incentive as well, of course, and then 30 copy. There is the actual cover for serial number 6. I knew I got it copied onto one of the slides. I thought I duplicated it everywhere, but I did not. Death by Life number 5. I mean... yeah, and then Valkyrie Saviors from Antarctic. Blubber number 6. This is another one of the Fantagraphics books. Stanley the Snowman. And I had to put it down for Stanley the Snowman here. Of course, living in Florida, we don't get snow. And if it does snow in Florida, you guys should be worried. Unicorn number 2. And then Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said earlier, these Tokyo Pop Nightmare Before Christmas books aren't exactly super ordered. Exo Manowar. I gotta be honest, the 2020 Mike Cho. The Death Force. Zodiac versus Death Force, the 2 covers. Actually, all 3 of them. All 3 of them are good stuff. And I know they're probably gonna be picked up by some people who just like video game stuff. Because, I mean, the 3 of them together, like, if you had all 3 of them slabbed, it would definitely go well together, I think. Dark Blood, number 1, second printing. And then we've got, of course, Eat the Rich, your 25 copy incentive by Frisian, your 50 copy foil by Frisian, and then your unlockable 1 per store. Firefly Brand New Verse, number 6, the Franny Virgin 25 copy, the cover E unlockable Virgin, which is the version of the cover A. Firefly Brand New Verse, cover F, which is the version of the cover B. So all these unlockables are, again, a little bit on the shorter order side. So if you're specking on these Boom books, this is probably a little bit safer of a spec play as far as long-term value plays, if anything pans out, because of their rarity. Power Rangers number 10, cover C. Power Rangers number 10, cover D. Unlockable variant. Save Yourself, number 3 of 4. So all these variant covers from Save Yourself, they did have a high ratio, I think, by weight on the first one, but the 1 in 25, I think, was... all 4 of them are going to get a cover. And then Black Hammer, of course, wouldn't want to miss that one, just because everything that Black Hammer does is neat. Here is your Killer Queens, number 1, Bartel. And then Bermuda, you know, the 10 copy, the 25 copy, as well as the 50 copy, are all of them probably selling pretty well. The Bermuda book is apparently, it's apparently a good read for only 2 issues in, so I may actually have to throw that one on the repile. We'll have to see. And then, all right, Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, number 5, your 10 copy incentive. That's a cool cover. Jam-packed show, Cosmic One, I'm trying to do it. Star Wars Adventures number 8. There is your cover B. And then here is your High Republic Adventures number 7, 10 copy. The Ascender and Descender. Noctera, cover D, your 25 copy. Merca and Dolfo. Kaiju Kryptonite from Cover Lover. And here's some more Kaiju Kryptonite for you. No, actually, that's not Kaiju, is it? That's Radiant Black. Yeah, I'm thinking, what's the other one? Ultra Mega is the big Kaiju book. That's right. This one right here is your 25 copy incentive, of course, by McCarthy. The 25 copy incentive from Time Before Time. So, cover B, Jim Lee. I mean, really, Jim Lee doing Batman and Catwoman. That's I think is a hit. And like I said earlier, the Batman Secret Files Clown Hunter cover B. If you're going to be picking one up, I didn't think the cover A was hitting, but the cover B definitely looks like it's a little bit better. Jenny Frisian cardstock variant for Catwoman 34, just because it's an almost kiss. Nice House on the Lake second printing. If they continue to sell out and the people who keep reading this, you obviously think there's probably something going on there. Nightwing number 83, cover A and cover B. I just think Nightwing has been hit after hit after hit because they're dropping first appearances in there, and it's getting a lot of spec to follow the book. But is the book being written well? Yes, that's what I hear a lot of people talking about, how well written it is. So not only and if you haven't been following, you've got Nightwing's sister who made her first appearance a little ways back. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? And this is issue 111. Shazam, Rafa Sandoval. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 3, the cover B, David Mack. And then here is the Superman and the Authority, number 2, cover B by Trevor Harrison. Got that Manchester Black. You know, Glenn, that's a tough question, man, because you never know what's going to happen with the Tinian book. You never know. Superman Red and Blue, number 6, the Del Otto and the Eastman. Both look amazing covers, but I don't know about the guts. So if you know about the guts, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. Truth and Justice, number 7, cover A. Truth and Justice, number 7, cover B. As you guys know, the Black Cat number 9 was hitting. Pepe Larraz, the Lupacino connecting variant, also not too shabby. This right here is a hit. Yeah, that might be a little too soon there, Cover Lover. Might be a little bit too soon. So, Black Cat number 9. Nettie's Marvel Games. That's not it. See, that's an early version of this that I copied. My apologies. That's your 1 in 100. Gamma Flight again. I love the cover. This Brett Booth cover. I'm sorry, but Brett Booth is absolutely killing it there. But all 3 covers were hits. I'm looking for that Dormammu one just because there's not very many Dormammu covers out there. And the last Annihilation is, taking place over in Sword, and then it's going to go over to Wakanda. And I want to give a shout out to Ninth Wonder earlier for talking about that M'Baku cover. So, yeah, lots of stuff going on there. Last Annihilation Wakanda is definitely going to be a book people are probably going to be wanting to be picking up. Iron Man number 11, the NetEase Marvel Games variant. Kang the Conqueror. I love the Gleason and the Stegman. Those were my 2 picks of all those covers. And I know there's probably going to be a lot of other covers out there that a lot of people like. The Marauders number 23. Read the book. This is really, really good as far as a read goes, and of course them thick thighs on Emma, not a bad thing. Miles Morales number 1 annual, all 3 covers, and of course this right here, this is crazy. I when I saw a $150 sale pop off, that's and again I can't verify the sale yet because it's too new and it was an eBay sale, but the hunt is real for this book because even within a couple of minutes of posting it, I got a lot of y'all going, talking about, not being able to find it, stores not having it, just ordering, getting messed up. So whatever it is, whatever caused it, good luck to you guys out there. And then, of course, Moon Knight #2. If you've ever... First off, I got to give a shout out to a Facebook group called the Moon Knight Corps. And if you're not following the Moon Knight Corps, you definitely need to follow them. Some of the best Moon Knight memes on the planet. And when you follow that page, and then you read Moon Knight, and you realize the page is not far off from how crazy Mark Spector actually is. So this issue did not disappoint, and he's getting weirder. But the cover A definitely suits the guts of this book, and it's definitely something. It's definitely something everybody should be reading. So, Moon Knight #2 got that Peach Momoko variant, and then again another NetEase variant that, man, that looks realistic. And so, what would you guys say if they came out with a Disney Plus show and that was what the armor looked like versus the bandage and wraps and stuff like that? What would you think? Would you think they were doing good or otherwise? And of course, my music did stop. I knew the music stopped. Let me fix the music here real quick. Because that's, again, limiting one per customer on an open order variant is pretty wild if you ask me. But then you got the Finch variant. And everybody was like, is David Finch going to do a cover? Like, how can you not have a Finch variant for Moon Knight #1? And that's right. Like, how can you not have a Finch variant for Moon Knight #1? But they didn't. And then here you go. Finch got the variant there. And then Romita Sr. doing this variant right here. Hidden Gem variant. Pretty cool to see Hobgoblin versus Moon Knight, you know. White Rabbit. Now, I know we're inside the spec matrix, but you don't need to follow the White Rabbit, okay? Because that might lead you down to taking blue pills and red pills. And, it's not, I can't be held responsible for where you wind up if you follow the White Rabbit. That's just the truth, everybody. So, let's see here. What about Moon Knight Special Edition slept on? Maybe. But these NetEase variants, I think, were slept on order-wise, and that's why they are popping off in the aftermarket. Yeah, and that's that one pill, right? That red and yellow pill for the Dr. Mario colored pill for Spider-Woman. But these poster variants, these are pretty cool, and they're about to change to a ship design variant, which is going to be awesome. And then I got to read this book, because I swear, if that's Vader in there coming at Luke and he's got the yellow lightsaber, I got to read that. I missed out on this one. It was plenty on the shelf, but I didn't get it because, again, I was chasing down the action figure variant instead of the 1 in 25 or one of the other variants that actually people chase after, like this 1 in 50. Smallwood. Like I said, Doctor Strange wakes up, the world's falling apart, so he's got to get with it and get outside, and that's exactly what he's going to do there. Warhammer 40K, the Sisters of the Battle. Oh, my man. Empire, that one's going to get an update, so don't worry. Way of X #5. And then the Way of X #5. This variant cover right here is no joke. No joke. Way of X, both variants. And then, of course, the X-Core Lopez variant. The David Aja variant was pretty cool, too, but the Lopez variant hit. And then this, the Mark Brooks variant. The Trial of Magneto #1 Momoko variant. Elizabeth Ork. And then the Magneto Finch spoiler variant. So, do you guys like this David Finch variant here? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And why would they consider this one a spoiler? Like, if you read the book, you see like his reaction, but I gotta reread it and see if I missed something, man, because I might have. I really might have. But I love this because, of course, this was, of course, the Greg Capullo hologram from way, way back then. I believe that's Greg Capullo's first published work for Marvel. I don't know. Maybe not first published work, but first X-Men work or whatever. I know that there's something special about this drawing from Greg Capullo and why they did it, but I love this. This is classic 90s right there. And then, of course, if money were no object, I would absolutely own this book in a 9.8 because it's a 6 slab. And I think I have I have some ideas of where I think they're heading with that story. You're going to want to tune into Drunken Chat and check that out. So make sure you guys tune into Drunken Chat, where I will be dropping a Speculation Matrix Variant Edition as I do every week. And you can come check me out in my alter ego, Rabal Malal, as I like to invoke the God King Doom. But I do want to remind you guys to check out all of the other things on this channel. I have now created playlists that I'm going to be adding more Spec Matrix to it, because yeah, there's only Raw Report Speculation Matrix. There's only 2 videos in there. There will be more, I promise. The featured channels, however, we're going to feature Discovery Bay Comics, Spine Ticks, Team Nerd Herd, Mighty Mel V, Comic Crusaders, and then of course the one and only Newbie Comics, Nearing Nerdvana, the Ninth Wonder, and then my man Hood Rat. So shout out to all you guys are featured on my channel, because I appreciate all of the love that you send me, and the appreciation should be reciprocated by allowing me to help you grow your subscriber base. And of course, for all of the love that you guys have sent me for my subscriber base is the reason why I'm putting together this one thing called the Ultra Box. And if you don't know the contents of the Ultra Box, you really need to go and check it out. It is over there on this channel in those videos. Make sure you are subscribed, because the next episode of the Wednesday Night Comic Book Presser is going to be just as lit as this one was. And if you thought this one was lit, you should check out some of these Raw reports that I do, because every now and then I got a cool pickup video. Oh, you know what? Did it not do it? Was it super delayed? Yeah, it was super delayed. Okay, see, you know, my visual effects aren't working. I get very, very upset about that and get a little impatient. But check out the Raw Report, where I discuss my new pickups and mail drops, and of course that includes back issue Ben Diving. But then I do this other thing called the Secret Variant. The Secret Variant, the next episode is going to be pretty interesting too. We'll talk more about the Secret Variant here in just a second. But don't forget, Ultra Maximus did present these wonderful Spec Matrix videos. These are the long ones, everybody. These are the ones that got a lot of books. I believe there's like 36 or 37 second printings, mods, variants, and then the Hip Hop Variant Platinum list. I can't even begin to tell you. It's 147 books. So good luck to you guys there. If you don't know about those videos, you should go and bookmark them right now, and then go ahead and share them, watch them. Both of those videos have way too few views, in my opinion. Really, really do. But we're going to get into something called the Ghost of Monday, which is the FOC review. So for all of you who are following me on this channel and are subscribed, you guys know I do a video called the Secret Variant, where we just talked about a lot of these books. So He Who Fights with Monsters just went on FOC. And the Trial of Radek Molnar, whoever this guy is, this is an Ablaze title, and this is, of course, a swipe from, I believe, the Trial of the Red Skull. From, it looks like Fantastic Four font, though. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know the exact book, but I'm going to be looking for it afterwards, because anytime Ablaze does an old Marvel homage, I think it's wicked. And then lots of glow-in-the-dark stuff. Lots of glow-in-the-dark stuff. So, He Who Fights with Monsters, #1, cover H, 30 copy, J. Lee. Trial of Reed Richards. So there it is. Thank you, Lewis. Appreciate that. I'm not a huge Fantastic Four reader. I did read enough to be a little bit dangerous, but definitely not enough to recognize that one off the top of my head. So all these glow-in-the-dark covers. And they're Jay Lee, and then of course you got a Jay Lee line art variant for you there. Sabrina, everybody. Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever, Halloween Spooktacular #1, and of course with Sabrina being on the cover, Sleeper. Not All Robots #2. I got to read #1, but Mike Diodato said he drew more robots than anything else, and he said drawing robots with expressions is probably the hardest thing he's ever done. But if Diodato Jr.'s if he's doing interiors, that's a book worth reading. White #3, and that's a crazy hard book to get, of course. This one was cool, but it's actually cold, and it's the Cold Dead War #1 of 4. This was your second printing variant cover. So Heavy Metal, dropping some interesting books, and then here is your Cold Dead War #4. And then here's your Ghost Pilot, everybody, from Heavy Metal. Space Bastards #8 did not have the cover art at the time of the Secret Variant dropping, but they are always a recommended read from the guys over at Spine Ticks. And the Midnight Western Theater, number 5 of 5, giving you your final issue of that series. Now, here we go. So, okay, so they get you, you know, a little bit on the graffiti style background brick, and then, you know, got some good artwork on the cover A, right? If they didn't get you on the cover B, 1 in 25 foil, I don't know what to tell you, because this is some wicked looking stuff. Barbaric, number 1, giving us a 3rd print. The Last Book You'll Ever Read, number 2, giving us a black bag variant, and 2 of them. So you're going to get a cover C and a cover D black bag variant from The Last Book You'll Ever Read. And if they're in a black bag, I can only imagine how intense they're going to be. Myths and Legends Quarterly it's Quarterly Prophecy cover A, I'm sorry. Then here's your cover B, and then this wicked looking cover by Mia Mose. Wicked looking art there. Van Helsing, Beast of Exmoor. One shot, cover C by Thompson. And then Wonderland Annual Reign of Madness, one shot, cover C by Burns. Eve, number 5 of 5, cover C, which is your 10 copy Virgin incentive. And then here is your 25 copy Virgin incentive. Mighty Morphin, number 11, cover C. And I love that they're exploring more and more of the basically of the background of like Lord Zed, and like, you know, showing his origin and stuff like that. I'm not reading these, but I can kind of tell what's going on from a lot of the covers, and they're exploring Zordon and his background and stuff like that. So kind of cool to see a lot of this stuff going down, guys. Here's your Mighty Morphin number 11, 10 copy incentive by Inyuk Lee, your 15 copy incentive. The regular trade dress of this one actually has the legacy numbering on it, so you can read back and forth between Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers. Your cover G FOC reveal 10 copy incentive variant, the Virgin 10 copy. There's also an FOC reveal variant with trade dress. And then your Unlockable by Montez. So that's going to take the place of the 1 in 50. And of course, we talked about this before. Eva Lynn cleared up her skin condition that she had, and she's no longer looking like the glow of the eyes from like her toy did back in the day. Actually gave her like a semi-normal complexion. And it's cover A by Dave Wilkins hits. Like Dave Wilkins, again, he should have been on the A cover, or at least the variants or something. They should have, you know, they probably should have put an incentive variant with him on it, and they probably would have definitely increased their sales. But Masters of the Universe Revelation number 3 of 4. They're going to do a second season. No matter what you guys say about it, they're going to do a second season. And maybe they give Kevin Smith the ability to redeem himself a little bit. We'll see. We'll have to wait and find out. But Maze Book number 1, giving us a cover B by Sorrentino. Just, that's wicked. Cantu 3, the Lionhearted number 3, the 10 copy incentive variant. Star Trek The Mirror War number 0, 15 copy incentive. So okay, so wait, they're dropping a 15 copy incentive on you guys, and most of the Star Trek fans probably don't even know what an FOC is. So we'll see. So, oh yeah, Cover Lover. I had the TMNT role player book way back in the day. I don't even know if I still have it somewhere. If I did, it's probably hidden. But anyway, Star Wars Adventures giving us a Boba Fett cover. Don't miss this one, guys. Get your orders in for it already, because final orders have closed. And this, of course, is going to be in the IDW Star Wars Adventures, so it's not going to be heavily ordered. TMNT The Last Ronin number 4 of 5, cover A by Eastman. TMNT The Last Ronin number 4, cover B, 10 copy incentive. All right, and then Deadly Class number 48, cover B, Mirka and Dolfo. Your The Me You Love in the Dark is getting a second print, and there's your second print cover. The Me You Love in the Dark number 2, cover. Okay, yeah. Ordinary Gods number 2, cover B, 25 copy incentive for all the comrades. And Trover Saves the Universe, from the co-creator of Rick and Morty, of course. And then here is your issue 2 of 5 with a wonderful Days Future Past homage. Dave collects. I don't know how I do it either. Again, the idiot savant just comes out of me when I talk about comic books. Yeah, no, right. Last Ronin, finally. Yeah, penultimate issue, so you got one more coming after that. So hopefully that resolves it for you. Now this one, Scarecrow fans, is good stuff. Oh, don't tell me that, cover lover. I haven't... man, I'm going to have to find that book. Batman 112, cover B, Jorge Molina, cardstock variant. Here's your Fear State. Here's your Pirillo cardstock. And then there's a 1 in 50. So I think this is Tynion's final story arc on this book. So everybody better buckle up. And I think that's one of the reasons why they have this 1 in 50 right here. But a wanted poster with the Batman for a 1 in 50, pretty good. Batman Beyond and the Urban Legends, Francesco Mattina, Black Manta, all 3 covers. So you got a cover A, a cover B by Sanford Green, absolutely crushing it. And then check this out, Francis Manapul cardstock variant. But I still think this should have been the 1 in 25. Just saying. Not bad. Crushing Lobo number 4 of the 8-issue miniseries. Here's your cover B cardstock variant. The Conjuring, the VHS movie poster variant. Justice League 67, the cardstock variant. Nice House on the Lake number 4, cover A and cover B. Rorschach giving us the finale. So there's your cover A, but you know they gave Ben Oliver the cover B. Oh, I think he's eating brains. Isn't that wicked? Sensational Wonder Woman number 7, cover A. Tula. Everybody, if you didn't know that Tula is drawing heat, check this out because Tula is drawing heat. And I just love her modern style. This is good stuff. So, Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 1, went second printing. And, of course, if they went second printing, they said, let's do a version of that one and give them 25 copies. Let me know if you guys are picking that up. And then Swamp Thing, number 7, Francisco Mattina, cardstock variant. Mattina dropping fire after fire. Conan the Barbarian, Penosian variant, issue 25, aka Legacy 300. I have a feeling this one might have a little bit of legs on the aftermarket. For those of you reading Conan the Barbarian on issues on the Marvel side, I know that you guys are probably pretty happy with the return, but check this out. Daniel Acuna variant cover. And then, of course, the Eastman design variant. Daredevil number 34. This is just the regular A cover. And, of course, Daredevil's getting canceled. So they're going to make it to issue 36. So whatever's going to happen in these final issues, you're probably going to want to tune into that. But, you know, this right here is not too shabby. This is issue 640. Is it say Legacy 646? I don't know. If they're ending on 650, it's probably going to be wonderful. Yeah, that A15 homage. That's right. So the Liefeld variant here, also one of the better Liefeld variants, in my opinion, that he's done for the Deadpool set. Always good to see him doing a nice angry Matt Murdock. And then Deadpool Black, White, and Blood, number 2 of 5, the Laniel Francis Yu variant cover. Absolutely sick. Defenders number 2 of 5. Oh, all right. So let's back up for a second here. So everybody going crazy over Defenders, Momoko variant cover. I'm kicking myself because at $75 I passed. I could have had the 1 in 50 Momoko for $75. Yeah, which is 25 over ratio. It's selling for $250 plus now. So that's a sick book. However, our first cover appearance is right here on the A cover of issue number 2. But check it out. It's also got this team of Defenders, which is Galactus' mom going to join the Defenders? Find out issue 2, and I guess in about 3 weeks. Excalibur number 23, and of course, all hail Emperor Doom. This Doom cover right here, this Excalibur 23 variant right here, is also a open order variant cover. So I can't believe it, man, because this is like, Excalibur's dropping some heat as of lately. Some of those, you know, some of those are absolutely insane, like the Daughterman Rogue variant, because let's just be honest, Excalibur, Way of X, X-Core, Marauders, and Hellions aren't selling as well as the other X books like X-Force, Uncanny X-Men, or X-Force and X-Men are. So, Geek Driven, good to see you, man. So, with those books not really selling as well, you would think that they would take the opportunity to put an incentive variant here. I bet you this was going to be a 1 in 25. I bet you it was going to be what they dropped it to in open order. So, but that right there, it's a great Doom cover, and it fits. Green Excalibur trade dress, dragon in the background. I'm all for it. Extreme Carnage, Toxin #1, the 1 in 10 incentive variant. But of course, Toxin being the original, or one of the, not the original, of course, because he came after all these other symbiotes came. But this is one of those variants that the Toxin one, I think Toxin's going to show up in Carnage, which I heard it was delayed. So, but your Extreme Carnage Toxin #1 symbiote variant should be readily available, and someone make sure that King of the Golden State says that Ultra told him don't skip out on the Kazar Lord of the Savage Land #1 Elizabeth Torque incentive variant cover, because Sheena the She-Devil makes her return to Marvel, everybody, and good stuff going on right here. So Kazar Lord of the Savage Land, the Elizabeth Torque variant. Now this is going to be wicked, because here we go. Cullen Gath is the wizard that Conan wants to kill. And there he is. Shang-Chi, I'm sorry, number 4 Michael Cho variant cover. So the #3 variant cover also killing it aftermarket wise. So here we go. Instead of them doing the wanted posters now, they're going to be doing these blueprint variant covers. So the blueprint variant is going to be wicked. IG-88 getting another JTC action figure variant. So what I noticed is, other than Dengar, who had his action figure variant out today, this was a exclusive on a different color. The Bosk was also an exclusive from JTC. And then the Boba Fett were exclusive. So 3 of these guys were previously only a 3,000 copy variant cover, but you can now get them open order. So keep it open-minded, everybody. Bosk. I mean, look at this one. And that's John Cassaday doing the cardstock variant there, which is awesome. Awesome. But then we got a Brian Hitch 1 in 50 variant cover, I believe. So it's going to be upping the ante on the War of the Bounty Hunters. And then I didn't clip the art, although it was released. I didn't copy it in time, so my apologies. I should have gone through the remainder of the list and got some of these updated. But there's the Star Wars, the War of the Bounty Hunters, Jabba the Hutt #1, second printing variant cover. So that 1 in 25 for issue #1. Still kicking, everybody. So good stuff, everybody. So this right here, Mikhail returns in X-Force, and of course, as you guys know, I'm a hardcore X reader, so I'll probably be tracking what's going on here. And if you don't know who Mikhail is, he's a Rasputin. He is the older brother of Peter and Ileana. His first appearance was drawn by the magnificent Whilce Portacio back in the Uncanny X-Men days of the 1990s. So maybe you should follow me, and make sure you are subscribed over here, everybody, because all of these books I just talked about were just on the last episode of the Secret variant. And if you missed out on the opportunity to order any of these and you don't want to miss on that again, tune into my channel. I'll make sure that your FOC game is pretty strong. I mean, I may miss a book here or there just because sometimes these FOCs aren't really announced through previews and other avenues. They have to go directly to the publisher. I do my best to try to put this information together for you guys on a weekly basis, and that is one of the reasons why I'm going to ask you right now to don't forget to hit that like button below. And this has been a fantastic time, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed the show here this evening, because it has been one of those for the history books I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. After the video is over, go ahead and leave me a comment below, and make sure you like and share the video from YouTube to other places. I honestly don't know if it should be streaming to other places. It should be streaming to Facebook as well, and it should also be streaming to Twitch. If that's broken, we're going to get that fixed, because we are sharpening the tools in the toolbox on this channel, everybody, as you know. Just because I'm solo doesn't mean I don't want to appear on any of your shows, and I know a lot of you guys are doing team shows and asking who you want on there. Well, reach out to me if you'd like to get me on any of your other shows. I'd love to join you guys. Just need to make sure I can work it in my schedule, which doesn't really work a lot. So shout out to Blind Adam, because you know what? Blind Adam has been trying to get me on his show, and unfortunately I cannot make it work on that time schedule just because it conflicts with a lot of things. But the rest of you guys, if you, again, just reach out to me, and I appreciate everything you guys do in the live chat. Y'all, and Big Remo, thank you, my man. Get me over to 1,000, and let me get this Ultra Box giveaway so I can start the next one, because you guys know that that's not the end. Once that Ultra Box is given away, there's going to be another one that's going to be coming behind it, and once that's on the way to you, it's not going to stop. So we're going to get a whole bunch of goodies going, and I'm going to move my mic just a little bit so you guys can peep the tie one more time. Fine Italian silk, and much respect to you, 78 points of articulation, and all of you guys in the live chat for making this one of the greatest experiences for me to do. Again, it does take full-time work to do this, which is why I really appreciate all the follows and shares and all the support you guys have given me. But you know what? We're going to turn up the music and tune on out for the remainder of this episode. Don't forget to follow me. Make sure you guys tune in to Drunken Chat on Friday night, aka Saturday morning, depending on your time zone. I got some books I got to get pressing, so I'll be checking you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.